What's going on, y'all? It's Malcolm Jenkins, and there was plenty of action during the week 2 of the NFL season. I'm looking at one play in particular from the Kansas City Chiefs rematch with the Philadelphia Eagles that I think made a difference. So here's how I see it. All right, so right here, we're in a 4-minute situation late in the game, and here are the stakes. The Eagles are trying to close out the win. They're trying to get the victory without giving the ball back to Patrick Mahomes with plenty of time left on the clock. But the Kansas City Chiefs are trying to get the ball back and make sure they give Patrick Mahomes an opportunity to possibly go and win this game. In this situation, the Eagles will likely run the ball all 3 plays. And with that in mind, the Kansas City Chiefs know they have to put their best run defenses in. There's really 2 lessons to be learned in this play. One, if you're the Eagles, how to close out and finish a game by eliminating mistakes and taking away opportunities from your opponent. And if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, how one person on the team hesitating can take away the opportunity for everybody. Let's get into it. As you can see, they swapped out a tight end, put another lineman on the field. They've got all big people in, Saquon in the backfield. Everyone knows that this is going to be a run in this situation. And Kansas City Chiefs, they matched with the run defense. The defensive coordinator Spags came with the right call. You got somebody in almost every gap. Anybody who's able to count numbers understands that the only gap available is this backside B gap, was occupied by this safety number 27. Essentially, if you can stop them from 3 yards or less on first down, you know they got to run it again on third down or second down and third down, you give yourself an opportunity. But if you give up a big run, this game is over. And so what you'll see from the Philadelphia Eagles, it's a simple dual play, running straight to it. The Saquon's job is to find the gaps. Chris Jones in the middle actually wins on Lane Johnson, gets him to the ground, and is free to the ball carrier, as you can see right here. So right now, this is gearing up and looking like it can be a good play, like the Chiefs will get a stop here. As you can see, it was just enough space to get away from Chris Jones and away from the defensive tackle for a 9-yard gain. That ended up being the difference. After this play, it was 2nd and 1, tush push. 3rd and 1, tush push. They converted, and the game was over. This one right here is how you like to finish games. No nonsense. Put the ball in your best player's hands. Get down the field. If you're the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm coaching up the safety here, number 27. It's pretty obvious based on this front that almost all of these gaps are occupied by defensive lineman or off-the-ball linebacker, which means that this ball is likely going to wind back to this backside B gap. Put in number 27, likely on an interior lineman. So when you have that, it's okay. You don't panic, but you got to get there quick and use your speed against the size. You don't have to hold your block against a big guy. You just need to occupy space. So what that means is get your pad level down and cause a pile. That's just as good as setting the edge. But what happens is 27 reads it right. He takes a good step forward, and then he hesitates once he sees the eyes of this offensive guard. Once he sees the eyes of this offensive guard, it causes him to hesitate. When you see trouble, when you see obstacles in critical situations, it's imperative that you don't flinch. You do what you got to do. Some jobs are harder than others, but it doesn't mean that you can be excused from your responsibility. All they needed was that little bit of space, and Saquon Barkley was able to find a crease and set them up to close out the game. Remember, when you get close to closing out something, whether it's a deal or something you work really, really hard on, finish. Focus on eliminating mistakes all the way throughout the game. Do not give your opposition or any challenges an opportunity to beat you. And secondly, if you are trying to get one last shot at the game, the victory, you're trying to earn back an ability to compete, you cannot hesitate in critical situations. Even if you're mismatched or there's some obstacles that you didn't foresee coming, hit it full speed, cause a pile, allow your teammates to play off you. At least that's how I see it.